Hi guys, welcome to Citizen Mentors. My name is Keithan. I'm making this video on the demand of students that they always wanted to understand that how can you gauge or how do you crack the level of difficulty as far as VARC section is concerned. So now when you look at out of VARC, right? As far as the VA is concerned, I think it's still manageable, but the major problem here is with the RC. So today I'm going to tell you, today I'm going to show you actually my implementing the same strategy on 2018 slot 1 and slot 2. So this video might get a little bit lengthy, but trust me, if anybody follows this, should be done and dusted for CAT 2019 as far as VARC is concerned. So now let's understand, what is level of difficulty and why it's important. See, it's very much important that because you need to understand the level of difficulty of your reading comprehension or for the entire section, because if you're not aware of the level of difficulty, then what's going to happen is that you will keep on marking without even worried about the accuracy, and that's where you will fetch more of the negative marking. See, because that's the major problem that we all have as far as VARC is concerned. Predominantly in reading comprehension, we keep on marking those questions without understanding the accuracy, because it's very much difficult to actually cross verify what you're going to mark, because it's unlike quants or it's unlike LRDI, wherein you mark the answer but you can cross verify because there are formulas and all that. In VARC there are no formulas, to be very honest, and that's the reason it's kind of difficult to understand whatever that you're marking, how correct that answer is. Now, to decide or to define the level of difficulty, there are three areas as such. So what happens is, the number one thing that you need to understand is how many questions are based on facts. So how many questions are fact based? Then you need to understand how many questions are idea based, and then you need to understand how many questions are inference based. To be very honest, it's a good thing for all of you, because over a period of time from last 3 to 4 years, inference based questions are not coming into CAT as such. You will find round about 2 to 3 questions based on inference out of those 24 questions. I have made the video yesterday. I put that video on my YouTube channel yesterday, wherein I have actually showed people that inference based questions are not there. It is more of main idea. This is easy, to be very honest. This is medium level, and this is definitely a tough level. Now, you need to understand what's the difference between main idea and inference based. If you don't understand that, then you are in a soup, because inference and main idea, both of them are different. Inference, if I have to kind of define on the spot, I can say it's 50%. You're not really sure about it. It's neither a conclusion or an assumption. It's something in between. When I talk about idea based is nothing but the main idea. I mean, a main idea is something that you can understand 100%. I mean, definitely if you have joined C2C Mentors, then all the workshops that we have done, guys, you will be now able to actually mark main idea question with 100% accuracy, and we have already done that in a lot of workshops. Now let's understand how do you understand the level of difficulty. Now, on a prima facie, let's say you start your verbal section in CAT. Now, guys, you might not like it, but it's the reality that I want to tell you, that verbal section can have a great impact on your overall CAT score, because you are actually heading for VARC, which is nothing but a language section, and wherein you are not 100% sure about your accuracy, and that's where things starts tumbling up. So listen to me very carefully and listen to me very closely. Sorry for that. It's a free advice to all of you. It's very much important that you understand level of difficulty for verbal, because if verbal gets screwed up, most of the time, LRD and quants also get screwed up. So how do you do this? So when you start with your section, what do you need to understand? If you go through a bit, right? If you look at all those, let's say 24 questions, or let's say not even 24 questions, let's go. So I want you guys to go paragraph by paragraph or RC by RC. Now, the moment you look at an RC, okay, let's say this is an individual RC, it's RC number 1, right? What you need to understand is, the moment it has fact-based question, so let's say you have 5 questions based on 2018 format, or let's say you've got 6 questions based on 2017 format, right? Now, the moment you see these things, right, the question that you need to understand is that, okay, out of these 5 questions or out of these 6 questions, how many questions are actually fact-based? Now, listen to me carefully. When I say fact-based question, what I mean to say is that how many questions are there wherein I can literally get the answer within, let's say, 1.5 to 2 minutes. Now, most of the time, what people understand or what tutors will teach you or what mentors will teach you is that fact-based questions are those questions wherein you can read the RC and you can get the answer. This is absolutely wrong, because I can eventually get the answer if I read the RC. So I have to see, come on, I mean, like, if I really have to read the RC, right? If I read the RC, I can get fact-based question, I can get idea-based question, I can get inference-based question, I can goddammit get critical reasoning also, right? So I do not define anything which is fact-based wherein you have to read the RC. So this is something I'm going to keep on hold as of now. I'm going to show it to you what you mean by fact-based RC. Something to do with the idea base, which is the main idea question or like central idea question. Now, this is where you have to do a bit of hard work. Now, why would I say that? This is going to be, so if you say that, you know what, out of 5 questions, I have got 3 questions, okay, which are predominantly based on main idea, right? Then yes, your job becomes a little bit lengthy out here, because you will have to read the RC. You will literally have to read the RC to understand the main idea. So yeah, again, if you're a C2C student, if you have done, we have done the workshop on the main idea, it's going to be cakewalk for you. You will be able to understand main idea within less than 2 minutes, I would say. So the moment you understand that, you know what, main idea based questions are quite a lot, yes, your work becomes a little bit more, and that's the reason this is going to be a medium level. The moment you have inference based RC, say what could have been done, what would have been done, right? What could have been the opening of the RC, or you know what author is trying to hide or something like that. These are going to be inference based questions, because you will literally have to read between the lines, and it's not going to be that easy. That's number 1. When you have to read between the line, definitely your accuracy is going to go on toss. And that's where I say, the moment you look at inference based questions being there more, you will have to understand that, you know what, my paper is really tough. Now, I'll give an example, okay? I'll give you a clear-cut example. If you literally have to kind of, you know, understand this level, okay? This is 2018 slot 1, okay? For this level, this is 2018 slot 2, okay? Inference based question, you can definitely look at paper of 2006, 2007, 2008, or probably you can just check anything which is from 2001 to 2008, all the actual CAT paper. You will get to know what I'm trying to tell you. All the questions or all the RCs based on inference, you know, RCs based on, let's say, game theory, RCs based on psychology, RCs based on mythology, right? All these things are going to be really, really problematic. So guys, this is the general idea to define your LOD, right? So you understand, fact-based questions, paper is easy. Idea-based, rather don't even look at paper. Just try to understand, go RC by RC, right? So these are the 3 things which can make your paper easy or tough. Now I'm going to show you the actual demo wherein you can kind of, understand whether the paper is easy or not. Alright, now this is the first paragraph of 2018 slot 1. Look at this question. This is a beautiful question. What it says in the first paragraph, Bradshaw uses the term violence. Now, this is something called as a pure fact-based question, because, see guys, it's a very simple thing here. I mean, like, you have given here, like, it's a spoon feeding. Okay, first paragraph, go read the first paragraph, understand what's given there, come back, read the question, knock it off. Now you see something called as violence. This is a special character, right? Because it is put in double inverted comma. So this is something actually been defined by the author. So this is something makes your life even more easy. You don't really have to kind of read all the paragraphs and all the passages and then understand where is this word coming from. You don't have to really hustle. So this is what I would say that makes your life damn easy. Now I'll give you one more piece of an advice. If you look at this paragraph out here, the main idea, there is only one main idea. There is a single main idea. Again, if you're my student, you will get that what I'm trying to tell you. Now, for the fact it has only one main idea, and if you say, or if you see that, there are 5 questions in my paper, and like in one RC, and out of those 5 questions, there are 3 questions based on main idea or central idea. This becomes even more easy because there is only one main idea. 99% of the time in CAT RC, you will see one main idea. So you get one thought of the author and you are ready to knock off 3 questions. That's the best thing that you can see in your paper, right? That's where your paper becomes a little bit more easy. Now let's move ahead and check out a couple of more questions. Okay, let's understand what do we have here. Okay, so which of the following majors, okay, this is going to be the fact base. Okay, look at in the paragraph 4, fact base RC, the level of difficulty is easy. Okay, these 2 are main idea based. You can still knock it off because there is only one main idea in this paragraph. Okay, moving ahead, what do we have? Okay, the Emory University experiment with the mice points the inheritance, fact based, directly coming from your RC. This thing, fact based, directly coming from your RC. Okay, author's argument. Okay, cannot be the fact based. Okay, now let's try and understand the another passage. Beautiful. In the first paragraph, what author laments? It's a fact based. What do we have here? Mood, music, double inverted comma. Okay, the author suggests the major reason, fact based. Following second war, except cannot be the fact based. I mean, still you can try to look out for it, but again, I will. Somebody like me will kind of skip this in lap 1. I'll take this in lap 2. Move ahead. Okay, what do we have in here? The author list of all the negative impact. Okay, that's out. Again, it's except out here. What do we have? Which of the following intervention would author mostly strongly support? Again, not a fact based. Let's move ahead. Okay, what do we have? First paragraph, fact based. Second paragraph, fact based. You can trust me. You can just read these two passages, or you can read these two paragraphs from this given RC. And question number 18 and question number 19, you are knocking it off with 100% accuracy. These two questions can create or make a lot of difference in your overall score, right? Let's move ahead. Economist RC, what do we have in here? Okay, we can infer. Okay, just leave this. Okay, let's see. Author's opinion. Okay, 1970, fact based. Author's view should undermine. Tough question. According to the author, technologies. Okay, this is fact based. Okay, according to the author, Dubai, fact based. Let's say, what do we have here next? The next thing that we have. Okay, so that's it. So this is your slot 1. Now I'll walk you guys through slot 2 actually. Okay, here is a slot 2. Now I'll tell you what happened in slot 2 actually. Slot 2 was actually easy, but the only thing that happened in slot 2 last year was that the student literally had to read. So see, that's what you need to understand. The moment you have to read a lot, the level of difficulty of your paper is gonna go up. I mean, technically it's not, but try and understand. You've got only 60 minutes, right? If you look at slot 1 had a lot of questions on a fact base, right? Because you get the answer by reading the paragraph, like I showed you, right? First para, second para, all that. On the other hand, if you look at slot 2 had a lot of questions based on the main idea. So you literally had to crack main idea, then read a bit, and then come to the conclusion, look at the option, eliminate them, and then choose the right one. But again, you got to be confident. You got to be having a good practice to kind of nail this kind of question. So guys, that's where the level of difficulty goes up. Look at this question. The question number 1, first passage of your first RC of your section, and it says that the Cassini challenged the assumption, right? Now literally you need to understand the main idea. Now, will you be able to understand main idea just by glancing through or skimming through? No, you will literally have to read, and that's where the LOD goes up. I'll show you a couple of more examples now. Okay, let's have a look at this. Okay, objective. Again, main idea question has been given here. I told you this is inference, but it's not. But again, you will have to read through this, right? Because it's not coming directly from passage. You don't know which passage this question is coming from, so you got to read them up. Okay, let's move ahead with the another question. Okay, which of the following, if true, right, undermine the passage's main argument? Main idea based question, guys. You will literally have to read them. Again, look at this. According to the author, service delivery in Indian education can be improved in all the following. Till here, this sounds like a fact based question, but the moment you read this, except, what is it? You will have to read your passage and understand which one is not mentioned in the option. Again, main idea based, you will have to read through. Let's move ahead. What do we have here? If you look at this thing, okay, purpose, example, okay, you can read. Again, these are the questions that you will only get invalidate the passage's argument, efficacy, decision forest, except. You will see there are so many questions based on the basis of the passage, which of the following, right? So many questions in slot 2. And they were of this kind, wherein you literally author's argument is asked here. Following can be possible feature. Which of the following not consequences? This is what the other way of asking except questions. So guys, this is what I want to tell you. Even if you look at a little bit ahead, even if you look at these things out here, example, try to help, main idea is given out here. Okay, now let's see what we have in the another thing. Look at this question. It's so goddamn lengthy that you would not feel like reading it. Okay, what do we have in here? Let's go a little bit. Okay, the passage outlines several hypotheses. Okay, now you will have to understand evidence to support the passage explanation. Again, except critical question in paragraph 4, straightforward hai. So this is it. So guys, this is where you need to understand that what I explained to you on the slide 1. So when you open your section, right, verbal, and the moment you feel that, to crack this particular RC, I will have to read it. That lengthy RC is going to be tough RC. Always remember. Now, lengthy means reading perspective, not the lines and the words, right? So this is what you guys need to understand. Whatever I've explained to you on the first slide, that fact based, then the main idea base, and then the inference base. So guys, this is the way you need to understand or gauge or crack the LOD of your paper. So the moment you understand, what the LOD of this section is little bit higher, reduce your attempts and focus more on your accuracy. When you lower down your attempts, your accuracies tend to move the ladder up, and that's where you will score well, and definitely your percentile is going to be quite on a higher level. So guys, this is it from my side. This is the way I want you all to gauge or crack the LOD for verbal, and then take a call on your D-Day that as to how many questions you need to attempt, and you need to be focusing on 100% accuracy. If you have any questions, you can put the comment on the video, so that I can make a couple of more videos for you as far as VARC is concerned. And guys, kindly show some love. If you have not subscribed, then kindly subscribe, because I will be making a lot of videos which will help you till your CAT, and it's free. So kindly subscribe. That's it from my side. Thank you so much.